In today's tutorial, we're talking about what is core endurance and why is it good for low back pain. So the things we're going to be talking about, first of all, we're going to go, what is core endurance? Then we're going to talk about why not strength, because core strength gets talked about a lot in these conversations. Why is it good for lower back pain? And then what are exercises for core endurance? If you are struggling with lower back pain, click the link below, go through to my How to Overcome Lower Back Pain consultation and coaching, where we can sit together online and get you a rehab plan. So number one, what is core endurance? Well, endurance is the main word obviously within this, and it's the ability to maintain a position or perform multiple repetitions. And then all I've added on the end of that, over a prolonged period of time, because we're talking about the endurance bit, which is the prolonged period of time or the multiple repetitions. So we're looking at performing exercises over a period of time, and this is what is associated with, or the lack of core endurance is what associated with lower back pain. So why not strength? Why not core strength? Because everyone is told, and loads of people that I see and loads of people that I talk to are always looking for, I've been told I need better core strength. I've been told I need to build my core strength, so on and so forth. Well, back muscle strength in particular has not been found to be a significant predictor of first-time injury. So it's not the strength aspect. The strength aspect is the ability to contract the muscles and get into the position to lift the weight, to perform the exercise. The endurance part is where it's over a prolonged period of time. So it's maintaining that posture that you've just been able to get into for a prolonged period of time. And I'll explain and put more context around that as we go on. So the ability to maintain position and perform few repetitions. So strength is about few repetitions. Endurance is about multiple, many repetitions. And this is the big difference when it comes to lower back pain, because lower back pain is commonly understood to be the straw that broke the camel's back. So there's a lot that goes on before it, which is where the endurance part comes in rather than the strength. So why is it important? Well, number one, as we've sort of loosely described, it resists fatigue. And what we want to be able to do here is balance front and back, left and right. So we want balance between the two. So obviously here we've got front, here we've got left and right, and even here we've got the back. So we've got different types of exercises. Now, obviously, we need to understand the lower back pain. We need, because all I'm looking at it from is from a core endurance perspective at the moment. So first of all, we need to understand the lower back pain, which is what we do in the online consultation and coaching. But when it comes to the exercise, first of all, we want to start relatively simple. So it's here. So we're just building a basic core endurance through the torso using these sort of basic fundamental, as I was described them, core exercises. Then we would start to move on to more sort of complicated bits and pieces like this, because we've got hips, shoulders, ankles, all going to be involved along with the spine. So number one, it resists fatigue, and what we need to be able to do is balance the front and the back, the left and the right, using certain exercises. Secondly, it helps maintain spine posture for longer. So again, it's talking about that endurance aspect. People are more likely to get injured when they break form. So again, if we come back to this picture here, you can see, although I'm exaggerating it, you've got the curve at the lumbar spine. We're hinging at the hip. We've got the shoulder sort of in front of the hands here, so we've got a good setup. And then when we lift, we need to be able to maintain certainly the position of the spine, maintain the bar close to the body, and this goes for any lifting really. This is just an exercise example. So we want to be able to maintain that, and it's the muscular endurance that helps us do that, because it's helping us do that over a period of time. And if we are able to do it, we're not going to break form, and that is when most people are likely to get injured. It keeps the muscles healthier for longer. So the reason that it resists fatigue, the reason we're able to maintain that spine posture is because we're able to clear waste product. So when we break down the muscle, so there's an entire muscle, so skeletal muscle there. Then we've got the muscle fiber, which is made up of all these little myofibrils. And what we then get in what is known as the cytoplasm, which is basically the fluid around these muscle fibers, is we get mitochondria. And it's the mitochondria that are able to not only produce the energy, but clear the waste as well out of the cell. And then when we're able to do that, they're able to function for longer. When we're able to function for longer, we're able to hold the form, we're able to keep the muscle healthier for longer. So what we're doing is, if we're creating a certain degree of waste product from the work that we're doing, we're able to clear that at an as fast rate or faster. So we're able to maintain. So if, for example, if we get an upper limit here, here's your sort of normal limit, and then there's your lower limit. As we start exercising, waste product is going to go up. Now if it goes above this line here, what's going to happen is the muscle's going to fail. So when you do an exercise and you feel the burn and you can't do any more, that's because waste product has gone above this line. So when we then rest, what then happens is it comes below that line and it allows us to go again. But what we're able to do when we build endurance is we're able to not go above that line for a longer period of time. So we're able to get more done without going above it. But then we need to build in the rest breaks to be able to balance these off as well. But essentially, with more endurance, we're able to keep muscles healthy for longer, we're able to maintain posture for longer, and we're able to resist fatigue for these reasons. So the exercises for core endurance. Well, as I've mentioned before, we've got the plank, the side plank, and the bird dog. So here again, this is from a more fundamental basis. Again, if you're watching this, I don't know your lower back pain. I don't know where you are. It's sitting on the spectrum of being able to exercise and not being able to exercise, and your sort of level of experience with exercise or not. So I would always start from the most fundamental level within these tutorials. So obviously with the bird dog, we've got back muscle endurance being built here. We've got anterior core muscles being built here, and then we've got left and right here. You can also build in the bridge, the shoulder bridge, which will then build gluteal endurance as well, and also activation, because we need to keep them active as well. We need to get them active in the first place, and then we need to build the endurance into them. So very simple core exercises will do the job. We then, when it comes to movement, is just learn the movement that you need to do. So again, as you saw before, I was doing deadlift off the floor, but that could be lifting shopping bags, it could be sat at a desk, it could be, whatever it is. Okay, so to finish off, what did we learn? What is core endurance? It's the ability to perform an exercise, a posture, a position for a prolonged period of time or multiple repetitions. Why not strength? Because people generally don't get injured in the first few reps. It's usually when they break form later on. Why is it good for lower back pain? Number one, it resists fatigue. We're able to maintain spine posture for longer, number two. And number three, it's able to clear the waist, so we're able to do the previous two for longer. And what are the core endurance exercises? Planks, side planks, bird dogs, and bridges. If you've liked this If you've liked this tutorial, hit the like button below. If you've learned something new, hit the thanks button below. If you want to watch more tutorials like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And then if you have a question or a comment, please do leave it in the question section below.